Hello everyone, welcome back. So as you can see, I've got my daughter Ava with me because and she would normally be asleep by now, and she kind of is at the moment, but she's a bit restless, and I just thought, look, I need to get this video out to you guys. I kind of want to cover this stuff here from the Division official account today, and I thought, what better way to just have her ear in my arms and do this video for you guys. Hopefully you guys don't mind. I'm sure it's all okay with you. So we'll get straight into this one. So as you can see here from the official Division 2 Twitter account, calling all agents to join an upcoming the Division 2 playtest, one-day remote playtest between Tuesday, April 18th and Friday, April the 21st. And then, of course, we've got the times here as well. And if we just go up to here, it says this is where you go on here, and this is where you can sign up. So it says the sign-up is for one-day playtest held remotely, hosted by Massive Entertainment. Take place between April 18th and Friday the 21st. You must be able to join our session with a stable internet connection. You need a PC to play in order to join this test. And then it says gamepad or keypad and mouse can be used. Microphone and webcam will be needed for online group interviews, which is part of the playtest. A communication channel will be set up to allow for moderator feedback. If you're behind tight firewalls or in proxy settings, then please let us know. We'll also be receiving an online gift card as a token of thanks for participating. If you cannot use an online gift card, other alternatives will be provided. If your profile matches, we'll contact you at the latest one day before the start of the play test. And I think they actually go on to say that here. Please note, you'll be contacted by phone from a Swedish +46 number or email next week if your profile matches the requirements for this playtest. And as you can see here, there is a lot of people that are going to be joining this. Of course, I've not gone through the signing up thing myself because the main reason being is that I'm pretty sure this is under NDA, and in order for me to make content for you guys, I can't really be restricted by NDAs, and so that's the main reason. Plus, you know, as you can see, at the moment I'm fairly casual for this game. I've been casual for quite a while, to be honest with you, and so I just wouldn't have the time to be able to do it anyway, and I wouldn't be able to give it my all. There are people out there who play this game a lot more than I do, have a lot more knowledge about this game than I do, that would be better suited. So I'm not even going to put myself in the hat, because that would possibly take place of someone else. So yeah, this kind of come out of nowhere. Now, this isn't surprising to me, and I say that because there has been playtests for Year 5 content for the Division 2 over the last couple of months. I think even before the new year, possibly. It might not be. It might have been January. Not sure. But there have been playtests, unofficially, I believe. So I knew that stuff was kind of going on. Now, I don't know if this is Year 5 related. I have no idea. I suspect it will be because, you know, Season 11's already ended. So basically, it's going to be Year 5. What content it's going to be for Year 5, I don't know. My initial kind of thoughts are that it will be the Descent game mode, because this is a game mode that we know is coming and got pushed back. So it would make sense to me that they would have people who play the game currently go and test out the Descent game mode, give their thoughts and feedback on that particular game mode. I'd be surprised if they, and it's only for one day as well, guys, so it's not going to be a lot, but I'd be surprised if it's anything kind of more than that. I'm pretty sure it will be the Descent game mode. It could be something else. I don't really know what else. I don't really know what else is coming as Year 5, or at least I can't say. So I don't know specifics anyway. I kind of know what's coming, but I don't know specifics of what's coming. So, and from what I know, I don't think it's any of that other stuff. I do think it's going to be the Descent game mode, a game mode that I'm very much looking forward to, because you know, I do like Countdown a lot. I think Countdown was a great addition to the Division 2. Actually kept me playing a lot more than I otherwise would be playing, because it was a mode where you got a lot of loot. You could go in there, you know, it would take 10-15 minutes of your time, go in there, grab a lot of loot, you know, jump out. It was for everyone, really. Maybe not the hardcore audience, as I said previously, but it kind of was inclusive of everyone. I think the Descent game mode might be less inclusive, a little bit more hardcore. And also I think but I do think it will offer a challenge for the hardcore audience. But I think also, if you again want to jump in for 5-10 minutes or whatever and go through one particular arena and get some stuff, I think that's possible. So I think Descent Game Mode is going to be a real great addition with Year 5, so long as it's done properly. The other thing I wanted to talk about was the ETF. And there is something else I just want to briefly say as well. We haven't heard a lot more about the ETF. The last we heard about the ETF, I believe Morton said that they were still kind of like getting the people in, basically, or going through all the applications. So I'm not quite sure what the ETF is all about. I'd be surprised if there hadn't been some kind of ETF arrangement at this point, because it's only going to be a couple of months and we're going to have Year 5, so and you kind of want to get the ETF members in there as soon as possible, give their thoughts and feedback, and try and make Year 5 as good as possible. So I'd be surprised if they haven't actually done anything yet, but again, officially we don't know. The last thing we heard was that they were still kind of going through applications. The last thing I did want to briefly mention, guys, and it's something that I've seen over the last week or so, we obviously had the whole banning people for doing the XP farms in PvE content. I did cover that in a video maybe last week. Now, Morton Ryberg did come out more recently and say, look, this is, if you're doing XP farms like resource convoys and that sort of stuff, you've got no problems. He basically said the people that are doing the XP farms that are bannable know that they're doing something they shouldn't be doing, basically. And so that's kind of where he left it at. And I guess, for example, the General Anderson XP farm, you don't do that farm unless you know what you're doing, if that makes sense. You're not, that that's something that's kind of not intended within the game. With that said, as I said in the video I did last week, it's PvE only, so I've never had an issue with PvE only stuff. I've always thought if it's PvE only, it shouldn't matter. But on the flip side, of course, if it is causing some severe server issues, then yeah, I can see why they might be saying to people, look, don't do it. I completely disagree with the 14-day ban. I think that's very extreme. I think everyone who does it and obviously gets caught should be given a warning, and basically it should be explained to them why they shouldn't be doing it for the server load and all that other stuff. And then if they go ahead and do it again, then yeah, sure, be banned for a little bit. Not 14 days, but certainly maybe a couple of days. I don't think it would be fair just to go 14-day ban straight off the hit. Now, I have seen some players being banned for that, or suspended for that 14 days. So yeah, just don't do it, guys. You don't want to lose your account over it. It's not worth it. Honestly, it's not worth it, because at the end of the day, a lot of the people that are doing these XP farms, they're either doing it for the new season, which you don't need to do it, because all I did was resource convoys, and I did it in 16 hours, 15, 16 hours, so it don't take long. And then also the other people that are doing it are already over Shade 1000, so it doesn't matter anyway. You're not actually gaining, you're not benefiting from it, so there's just no point really. I don't see the point in doing it. I did do it, the General Anderson one I did myself for a little bit, and I did it to try it out, because I wanted to see how it actually worked, because I've seen a couple of videos on it and I just wanted to see if it worked, and guys, it was crazy. It worked so well, but I stopped doing that a while back now. But anyway, guys, that's it. Just wanted to cover this stuff in the video for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. She's passed out, so hopefully she'll go to sleep. I don't know. We'll see. Until the next one, epic out.